85-year-old Jairus Byamukama resides in Kakoni village in Rwampara District. In 1997, Byamukama's youngest son, Alfred Byamukama, who was 27 at the time, began showing signs of mental illness. At the time, they lived in Rugabano village.
I'm not a doctor to examine him, but I could tell he's not well because his speech was uncoordinated.
In March that year, he left home at 2 p.m. to go and visit his brother who lived nearby. On his way back, he met a friend who was a teacher. The two had an altercation. Unfortunately, Byamukama hit the teacher on the head with a hoe handle.
He was sick. He left aimlessly like a mentally ill person. He met a friend who tried to bring him back. He fell down and beat him.
Byamukama used to occasionally get mental breakdown and recover. Then he ran after him and hit him.
The victim was rushed to Mwizi Health Center, but it was too late. He died from his wounds.
I found the victim still alive and Byamukama still at the scene. So as a chairman, I got them both and put them in my car and took Byamukama to police and the victim to hospital.
Byamukama spent a week at Mwizi police station before being transferred to Mbara Central Police Station.
The victim was a teacher. Whoever heard that he had been killed wished Byamukama death. Had I not been present, he would have been lynched too.
Due to the community tensions, Byamukama and her family were forced to relocate to another village.
They were neighbors. After the incident, Byamukama's family members feared for their lives and shifted.
Byamukama spent 4 years without trial in Chamugorani prison before being transferred to Luzira Maximum Security Prison. In all the 28 years he has been incarcerated, Byamukama has never stood trial or appeared in any court. No eyewitness from the village has ever been summoned to testify against the prisoner, not even the village chairman who arrested him.
No one went there because they all took what had happened as an accident.
The villagers thought Byamukama had died in prison. Byamukama is now 55 years old. His mother, Byamukama, used to visit him in prison until she was weakened by diseases and old age.
I continued visiting Ruzira to check on him. Because I was getting old, I reached a point and stopped. I also did not have money to pay lawyers, so I decided to wait for court. I'll go with its decision.
Byamukama had 4 children by the time he was jailed. 3 of them have since died, leaving only a daughter, Jadres Gumoshabe.
He had a wife and 4 children. 3 have since died.
Byamukama's father died and other siblings. Only his elderly mom remains.
Frank Baine, the spokesperson of the Uganda Prison Service, confirmed that indeed Byamukama was mentally unstable.
In other words, he had a mental issue. And every time he has been cause-listed and goes to court, the judges have been putting him on minister's order because according to the law, a person who committed an offense in a state, not in charge of the state of his mind, cannot be convicted.
He explains why he is still being held in prison.
And he has been in jail because every time we took him to court, the judges could not pronounce themselves on him since he was had a mental issue.
He adds that a recent assessment of Byamukama confirmed that he has regained his right state of mind and is ready to stand trial.
And upon confirming, then of course the minister had to direct that he be taken to Mbarara, the court where the area where he committed his offense. So right now he's undergoing a trial in Mbarara High Court. But he's not alone. There are a number of prisoners who have been put under minister's order.
So we urge the judiciary, we urge the prison authorities and the Directorate of Public Prosecutions to take interest in this matter and bring up this matter. This could be one of those cases that can merit plea bargain.
There are over 20 inmates in the prison system who suffer mental illness and are unfit to stand trial.
There is no excuse for not processing them. So now that has been brought to my attention, I'm going to contact the Commissioner General of Prisons. We work together with the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, and then I'll get it done, because the orders are drafted from the Ministry of Justice. So it's unfortunate if there are those who need these orders and they haven't got them in time.
The global standard is that mentally ill prisoners should not be jailed, but rather diverted to a mental health facility for treatment until they are deemed competent to stand trial. Through the bureaucratic neglect and institutional failure, a mother's unconditional love stands out. But Amubona's wish is to see her son free before she finally closes her eyes forever in death. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.